Hello there, this is Nine back from fWhip's Patreon server, and today we're joined by all those noisy animals below me. In this episode, which will be technically kind of the first episode of the Let's Play, I'll be touring my project so far and laying out how I plan to progress with them. So this is the one I've showed off already in the intro and outro of the UHC Captains videos or series, and no, not in the tour video, in the Patreon tour video for newbies, which I did way too long ago now. So yes, this is my castle, the throne room, obviously. Also great/feast hall. And yeah, I think I'm just gonna go over the castle first, then the town, and then over to other projects. But first I'm gonna go over this guy. So as you can see, this is a pretty massive project. This is all of this belongs to the town. But yeah, first thing first. I'll start at the entrance to the castle or keep itself. So we have this gatehouse, which separates the castle from the city. It's not very realistic, only one portcullis, no doors, no murder holes, no nothing. But this was kind of an afterthought, all of this part over here. But for that, I think it turned out pretty good. Then this is the outside of the throne room / Great Hall, with a nice little watchtower beneath it. Well, little maybe an understatement. This house, or house-ish thing here, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with yet. Probably some sort of guest house or something. Then another guard tower on the opposite side of the gatehouse. The towers all have stairs, but interiors in the castle in general are, well, still not very done. Also tower tops, still much to do. So as you can see, opposing tower to the gatehouse. And there's the big one, the top of it at least. Then going down here, continuing here, we have this house, or, well, not really a house, building, which is used to get things up to the castle from the street that don't... that was close. That don't fit or whatever through the main gate. So you can just get your stuff off your wagons down there, put it on a little crane, and get them up here. Mostly used for foods or similar supplies. Same thing goes for this one. This building, going over here, is more or less the granary. Well, maybe described as a short-term granary, because there will be more storage for especially food down below in the cellars. But this one has interior, and it's, yeah, as you can see, one might call this cooking supplies or something, I don't know, not sure. But yeah, they also have the crane up here, and over here have a straight connection to the kitchen, which is down there. Well, over here is maybe not the best. Yeah. Over here is a connection to the servants' quarters, which are up there. These, which are, well, very simple. It's just beds for now. But then again, you can look down to the Great Hall. Everything in here is very interconnected. This whole place is a maze, basically, and I'm the only one that knows his way around this. Around it. Ugh. English is hard. So yes, granary. This is again kitchens and servants' quarters. Kitchen also has, well, mostly finished interior and another pulley crane thing to get supplies up there. Then through that door, but I'll use the main entrance, which is over here, we get to the king's quarters, which is this whole building. We have an entrance hall down here with nice little, what's it called, not chimney, hearth, exactly. And yeah, waiting rooms more or less for audiences, or well, similar things. Maybe you can use this as a dance floor, ballroom, or something like that. A smaller one, that is. Then meeting hall, room, chamber. Well, it's basically for small feasts, maybe with the king's family or something. Another hearth. And up here we get to the main, well, the royal bedchamber. And yes, I know there's no doors between layers on, or floors on this building. But yeah, when I was done with the interior and the stairs, it would have been way too small to fit in doors here. So it's open for now. But the king, he's a king. He can just get all the people out before he goes to sleep. You have a small little desk for him, the closet, another hearth, and of course the royal bed with his chamber pot, of course, and a nice view of the surroundings. But yes, that's mostly it for the king's quarters, which is, I think, the only building so far with a fully finished interior. Maybe counting the Great Hall. But yeah, all this needs is maybe a few minor details, but nothing major. Quite contrary to that is over here the barracks, which has no interior at all, except for, I think, like 3 beds up top. Yes. And a lot of cats. Wild cats. But yeah, barracks over here. There will be, you know, supplies, weapons, armor, more beds, things like that. We have a walkway over here leading directly into the castle walls and towers. You can surround the entire castle, or not surround, you can go around the entire castle just in the walls and towers, and of course go up on each one. And there's always, not always, there's also a way down here. Yes, sometimes I get lost in my own creation. This gets down to the main courtyard again, with the little podium here for the king to speak to his city folk. They can gather down here and listen. Now back to the Great Hall. Back in this corner, you can see the little door there. Ugh. This leads to another tower, which I will get up quickly. Yes, this one, which basically looks out over this whole area, which will be mountainous over there, going to the planned section already. And yeah, why not? Let's stay at the outside view. This building over here, the blue roofed one, is the kitchens and servants' quarters. This tower contains the little pulley lift thing, crane, whatever you want to call it. And as you can see, it's in construction, which is part of the law of the world, because yeah, I'm being besieged just a little bit. And the lore I made up for this, well, first of all, this whole siege is a prank by Wiki, of course, who else? And the lore I came up with not too long ago was that the siege was just broken. So as you can see, the walls are still up, but the gates, which would have covered the pathway here, are broken down so that people can travel the roads again. And damages are being repaired already. So that's why there's a, you know, huge scaffolding around the tower. So what else we got? Of course, wall and towers, king's quarters from the outside. We have building supplies for the tower down here. Some nice little carts. Then over here there's the throne room, which is this little round thing, round outcropping. Up there is another important room, which we'll get to in a minute. And of course the donjon with with some houses on the outside for a reason. I'm not... I mean, they look good, but they don't really make a whole lot of sense, I guess. Was back when I was going more for a fantasy vibe of the whole thing, before I tried to make it more realistic. But yeah, it would be pretty naked without them, the tower. So, well, I don't know, I might change my mind on those somewhere in the future, but not for now. So, back again to the Great Hall. This goes to the kitchen, this goes to the little tower over there. This door goes straight into the donjon. So it goes all the way up here, straight to the tower tops. To the tower tops, yes. To the top of the tower. And over here, this is the smaller tower. Well, not really smaller, this one. Down here is my storage. And yes, that's literally all my storage. It's pretty small, with a few bulk storage rows for things I'm farming automatically down here. And all those noisy creatures. And for some reason broken redstone. Oh no. That looks like a demise thing, and somebody tried to get me with pufferfish. God damn. Yes, I'm still alive in the demise game. And only one other person, and that could be problematic. They destroyed my cage. Okay, I'll fix that one and be right back. Quick side note here. I will try to be putting out one video per week, roundabout. Maybe more, maybe less. But I'm finding it pretty difficult to actually start the whole recording and things because, well, talking is not my strong side. And yeah, this whole YouTube experiment also is me trying to get better at it, especially in English. So that's part of why this video is so late, like 10 days since the last one. It's because I just couldn't get the courage basically to start, or couldn't get over myself. I don't know. I'm weird. I'm weird. It's okay. But yes, one video per week at least is what I'm going for. I can't promise that, but yeah, I'll try to do my best. And I'm back. And now that this little problem here is fixed, we can move on. Well, first what I wanted to show you is this is of course functioning, not just for looks, but made for looks primarily. So you can use it if you need to. I don't think I ever did, but it's there. Looks cool. And yes, all of these chests are linked up to automatic farms downstairs. I have a quad slime farm, quad chunk slime farm, quad slime chunk farm. 4 slime chunks, yes. Some sugarcane iron farm, which iron golems drop poppies. They get made to bone meal because I have more poppies than I ever would know what to do with. So I get bone meal from them instead, which is way more useful. And also creeper farm, which is producing not very much because people are online, and I haven't been that much, and my door is gone. Should be a door here. Yes, but this leads down to my mine and also the farms down there. There. Yes. These are for all the items to get up here. This goes to the creeper farm. Slime comes from over there, sugarcane from there, and so on. So yes, this is the infrastructure beneath the castle. And down here, there will be space for cellars. There's a little cistern down here. I can store some drinking water for the castle under siege. And yeah, this is still a big work in progress with a lot of villagers. My farm villager breeders used to be down here, so there's still some of those guys left. And yes, animals, villagers, and plants, lots of unfinished plants. And loud cave sounds, of course. Yes, there should be some prisoners' cells down here. Prison cells, that's the word. And also kind of a wine cellar with all of these big barrels. And yeah, well, there's room for expansion. Not sure what to do down here yet. But I had a thing in mind. Yes, over here. Nether portal is as well a prison cell as well. Like corrupted, nethery influenced one. I think this one's pretty cool. But if I'm not mistaken, that's everything for the castle. Nope, it's not. Up there, the important room. Yes, because we went downstairs here. Okay, so we're back up here. Granary over there. Get a feast hall over there. And upstairs there's some more rooms, which I don't really know what to do with yet. Always more hearth, of course. Hearths. Another entrance to the main hall. And further up there's yet another empty room. And then some sort of guard lookout for city gates and roofs. Yes, very important spot, this one. But yeah, this tower, it's kind of in the middle of everything and not really useful. And I fall down. Yeah, not really useful from a defensive point of view. But, well, it looks great, so I'm not complaining. And my cape is not working. Huh, weird. Well, yes, but yeah, guard room over here, right? And then through here we have the last very important room, which is the mapping room or war room, with two huge tables with, well, maps and spaces for future maps on them of different castles or cities on the server. So this, for example, is Carinthia Wiki City. We have the fort or castrum over here and the city. Then this one is right next to mine. As you can see, this is part of my castle, and this is Blocky's, which I don't believe has a name, at least not one I'm aware of. And then over here, this is a map of Frostwatch and Nameless Castle, which is now tied into the lore as a castle in construction. But yeah, as I said, lots of spaces for future big castle or city projects to be mapped out here. Then over here, going into the pink area, is of course the Princess Tower for Princess Mally. And yeah, it has to be all pink, obviously. But yeah, it's not the most spacious thing up here, so it's not very much to see. But yeah, now I think that's everything for the castle. Yes, all other interiors are not done. So, trying to think of something I forgot, but I'm pretty sure that's everything. So, going down to the entrance. There's my little friend. He was a Christmas gift. We leave him alone. But yeah, the city is like half done, a third to half, I think. Well, the main structures are like halfway done, I think, but interiors are not, as you can clearly see. Still working on all of those, and all of my doors get busted down. Always these zombies. Yes. We have some very nice views, I think. Like where the street dips down here, there will be some more market stalls like this one, with some little caves in the walls and actually, well, anything in there. But yeah, as I said, it's pretty much just houses. There will be more houses with function on the other side of the church. Over here, there will be like craftsmen and with little shops in their houses and so on. But yeah, main attraction in the castle, inside the walls, I should say, is obviously the giant church. The Church of fWhipianity, of course. As you can see about giant F back there. And this one turned out pretty great, if I do say so myself. We have, of course, the quartz altar. With... That's not supposed to say cooking for blockers. People are always pranking me. And I never do anything in return. Should really get on with that. So, yeah, basically just a big church. Good looking big church. And the last thing for this project would be out here, the harbor section of the city. Or the little port city outside of the city. Or however you want to call it. Again, no interiors at all, of course. But yeah, we have docks here. No boats yet, no cranes yet, no crates, no nothing, no decoration. But some warehouses. Well, one, which I think looks pretty fine. Yeah, I like this one. Has a small upstairs section as well. But yeah, lots of place for ships. And over here, yeah, creeper griefing is turned off because we're building server and nobody wants that. Over here we have one of the best ballisters in the land, Tiferian, of course, made by Wiki, protecting against that tree over there. Yes, it's a dangerous one. Well, I think... No, the outside. God. Oh, this video is getting longer and longer. Yeah, outsides and plans, exactly. So plans were in there, houses. That's basically it. Houses and lots of details. And interiors at some point. Outside, as you can see, lots of fields separated with these little walls from one another. This is the main road that's going south through all of the server. Some custom terraforming. So yes, there will be more fields, and I will show a picture of my rough plans right about now, if I don't forget it. And you can see that I want to have more secondary roads leading up to nearby projects, way more farms of course, and in the background mountains. With a bit of lore that I will get into in a later episode, right on this peak, if you can call it that. Mountains all the way there, ruined castle back there. And yeah, last thing, the third last thing for the day would be over here. As you can see, this weird white thing is supposed to be at one point a weirwood tree, inspired / copied from Game of Thrones. There will be red leaves, of course, with yes, netherwood blocks and quartz for the stem. And other trees on the island, so basically a little godswood, just different. And yeah, I think that wraps it up for the whole castle and surroundings area. So I will head to Pine Grove next and see you all there. Never mind, I'm actually going to Pine Grove in the next episode, as this one turned out way longer than I expected. I was hoping to get through all of the project in like 20 minutes, but this castle alone took that long. So yes, there will be another tour video, but in that one I will wrap everything up because, well, this is like 90% of what I've done on the server, not counting public farms and, well, private farms as well. So yeah, thank you very much for watching and see you in the next one. Bye!